Hey everyone, today we are going to delve into the fundamentals of cultivating Java fawn in your aquarium, and I will also share the secret of cultivating Java fawn like a professional aquascaper. Let's commence with the formal name or scientific designation of the plant, which is Microsorhum pteropus, originating from Southeast Asia. It is endemic to the countries such as Malaysia, Thailand, and the Indonesian island of Java, hence the name Java fern. In the pet trade, various variants of these aquatic fern are available, such as trident Java fern, windloaf fern, narrow-leaf Java fern, etc. However, it is important to note that these are merely selectively propagated variants of the actual Java fern, Microsorhum pteropus. In the wild, neither trident nor windloaf fern exist. Java fern, along with other ferns, are often marketed as a beginner's plant, and they remain popular among various aquarists as well. However, my experience suggests otherwise. Java fern is among those plants that resist melting easily, thanks to its well-constructed leaves. However, this is very characteristic also means that Java fern takes considerable time to grow new leaves. Without proper care, it may not thrive or grow significantly, merely maintaining its existing state with occasional new leaf growth. Therefore, achieving optimal growth requires more than just beginner level skills. The Java fern and the trident fern you see on screen all originated from a total 6 pots of plants. Over 2 years, they have proliferated significantly, resulting a 60-fold increase in the number of plants. Now let's uncover the secret to successfully growing aquatic Java fern. Based on my experience, I'll emphasize 3 factors: temperature, light, and CO2 supplementation. The primary requirement for successfully growing Java fern is temperature. It thrives in temperature ranging from 20 degrees centigrade to 25 degrees centigrade. However, temperatures exceeding 29 degrees Celsius can pose challenges, causing the leaves to turn black and eventually fall off. Therefore, maintaining a temperature around 25 degrees Celsius is crucial for the optimal results. Moving on to the light. Ferns prefer shade and perform best under medium to low light conditions. If exposed to high light levels, it's essential to place the fern in shaded areas. Additionally, as epiphytes, ferns do not need to be planted in substrate. Instead, they can be tied or wedged onto rocks or driftwood. Therefore, placing them in shaded areas is key to success. However, if you prefer a heavily planted tank and intend to position ferns directly under light, ensure that the light intensity at surface doesn't exceed 10 lumens per square inch. Last but not least, CO2 supplementation is vital for successful growth. In my experience, the key to success in growing ferns like mine lies in pressurized CO2 supplementation. Ferns have thick and robust leaf structures, necessitating CO2 supplementation for faster growth. Without CO2, ferns may not die, but their growth will be severely limited. To further support this claim, observe how ferns grow in the wild. They primarily thrive outside water in a humid environment where CO2 is abundant. With adequate CO2 supplementation, ferns will develop a bushy shape as depicted on the screen. They will multiply rapidly, filling your tank in no time. All the ferns in my 50-gallon aquarium originated from just 2 to 6 pots of ferns, all thanks to my pressurized CO2 system. Based on my experience, ferns are not particularly nutrient hungry. I don't dose nitrate or phosphate in my aquariums. However, I do dose K2SO4 or potassium sulfate, as ferns requires a fair amount of potassium to thrive. I have observed that ferns love water change and clear water. Therefore, I perform large water changes in my tanks weekly once at least. Regarding pH and TDS requirements, based on my experience, ferns thrive in pH below 7.8 and TDS below 180 ppm. While they do well in acidic water, they can adapt to various water conditions. I hope this information proves helpful in your aquatic endeavors. If so, please share it with your friends, family, and I'll see you in next video. Take care and goodbye.